This is for the professional who's been doing it right, but not necessarily doing it convicted. And maybe you've had some really good success. Maybe other people are looking at your life and thinking, wow, she has it really good. He has it really good. And I wish I had what they have. But somewhere in the depth of your heart and your soul, you know that you have been functioning at a much dangerously low capacity than what you've been called to function at. You know without question that you have not even begun to scratch the surface of the impact that you've been called to create on this earth. And it stays with you at 2 a.m. See, my life looks good on paper, but I did not have the words to begin to describe the emptiness that I had been feeling for over a decade. 12 years to be precise. I did all the things and even surpassed expectations. Life was looking good on this side, but it was all a lie. Every night, I went to war with my mind and my heart, and I knew that the path that I had taken was a path that I had designed based on dreams that were not even mine. I was executing somebody else's definition of success with masterful precision, and I was dying slowly in it. And this was not the loud kind of death. It wasn't the kind that people notice either, but the kind that numbs you quietly, that silences your inner voice and makes you shrink. The kind that makes you shrink in rooms that you used to dominate. The kind that robs you of conviction but rewards you with applause. The kind that's hard to explain because everything looks fine, but looking fine was killing me. Looking fine was costing me obedience. And I realized that I had built an entire life out of edited versions of me. A life built on what I was good at, what I could monetize, what was needed, what made sense, what was safe, but not what was true. And when you spend too long living like that, your soul starts to protest. For me, the protest was quiet at first, a restlessness I could not name, a voice that I kept muting, a desire that I kept shelving for later, for when the kids come, for when the kids grow up, for when things slow down, for when the business became stable, when the bank account finally hit a certain number, when I finally had time. But later is a liar. And so I began to unravel quietly, inwardly, until the cost of staying the same finally outweighed the fear of changing everything. And that was the beginning of Unbound HQ. This is not a brand, it's a response. It's a holy disruption, a war cry against every internal script that says, you're too late, you're too deep in, you can't change now. Who do you think you are? Because let me tell you what I know. Many of us are overperforming and underliving. We're crushing deadlines, hitting metrics, closing deals, raising kids, and dying still with our calling trapped inside of us. We've built lives that we cannot even feel anymore. Brands that we can no longer relate to. Routines that we cannot break free from. And beneath all of this is one simple truth. We were born for more, but we settled for safe. And I'm not saying safe is bad, but safe becomes dangerous when it starts to sterilize your conviction, when it trains you to edit your faith, when it makes you afraid of your own power, when it makes comfort look holy. Unbound HQ was built to unmake that kind of living. It's not just a platform, it's spiritual detox. A place to strip back every role you've been hiding behind. Burn the mask, cancel the silence, unlearn the obedience to systems that reward performance but kill purpose. It's where clarity is not given to you, it's demanded from you. Where strategy isn't just business strategy, but kingdom strategy. The kind that doesn't just make you more efficient, but makes you dangerous to every lie that you've ever had to believe about who you are. This is where you stop asking for permission to move like you've been called. Because if God gave it to you, then what are you waiting for? I created Unbound HQ because I got tired of meeting powerful people who were living half lives. People whose mouths said, I'm fine, while their eyes screamed, I'm lost. People whose resumes were stacked, but whose spirits were starved. People with fire in their bellies, but fear in their bones. People just like me. What I needed wasn't more information. I had taken the courses, read the books, hired the coaches, got the mentors, but what I needed was a return. A coming home to the version of me that existed before the edit, before the applause, before I learned how to shrink to fit rooms, before I learned how to make success my shield. What I needed was an unbinding, and so I built it. Unbound HQ is the headquarters for release, and when I say release, I don't mean relax. When I say release, I mean finally say it, finally build it, finally launch it, finally become it. Every room is an altar, every category is a mirror, and every teaching is a key. We cover the thing that you were born to do, and then we give you the frameworks to actually do it. Not talk about it, not vision board it, but do it, build it, launch it. Unbound HQ is for the ones who are done pretending, done editing, done carrying a calling and treating it like a hobby, done showing up in every room except the one God has been asking them to build. It's for the ones that have realized that success without surrender is just suffocation. If that is you, this space is yours. I did not build Unbound HQ for the masses. I built it for the overthinker, the misfits. You feel like you just don't fit into your current life anymore. The anointed ones who feel too spiritual for the marketplace and too strategic for the church. The bold ones who are ready, but just need a home for their next chapter. This is that home. So, if you've been waiting for the perfect moment, for the clarity, for confirmation, for somebody to say, yes, it's okay to change everything, here it is. You are allowed to burn the life that's killing you. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to outgrow what you've built when you didn't know any better. You are allowed to move. This is your headquarters. This is where the unedited version of you takes the microphone.